bada bing, bada boom. We're back, y'all. The name of the game is Voloheen, Winds of War. The name of this episode is, it's episode 12. It's Finnegan's Finporium, and this particular session is subtitled Findiana Jones and the Temple of Eridoom. For whatever that's worth. And I think it's appropriate that Findiana Jones would say something like, "I hate snakes. I I hate them. I hate snakes." And I think Agner is gonna have a great new phobia after this of just like really not liking snakes at all anymore. Yeah. So where we last left off, our characters were in the middle of a heated battle with this crazy psychic snake that is very difficult to beat. But we are beating it up. Eridu had a little conversation with it, which was kind of interesting. And then we're going to jump right back in. And also, Halifax is a T-Rex now.
Just a side note.
Just a side note.
Side note, T-Rex.
Yeah.
Okay, we're bringing it back in at Agner's turn. So.
Okay. Well, is Agner about 15 feet away from this thing? He just got spat out by it.
Yeah. So, you're in range of it.
I'm in range of it.
It doesn't like throw you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Kind of at its, I say feet, but it doesn't have feet.
All right. Well, Agner, let me just check and see his spells. I used my last second level spell slot, and I don't think I have anything that's going to be particularly dope against that. Yeah, he's got a couple of superiority dice left, so he's going to get up, grip his sword, move the 15 feet or whatever he needs to, and he's just going to charge and go like, ah, and just try and get up all on this snake. First attack is a 2. That's the third 2 that I've rolled today, so that sucks. But I have another attack, and I'm going to do it. Alright, that's a little better. That will be 21.
Yes.
Yeah! Okay. So I'm going to go slashy slash and not do the best damage, but it's still a 10 magical slashing damage on it. And I will actually yell. I kind of meant to do this earlier, but it's no big deal. He's just going to yell out loud as he can. "Finnegan, stop this madness!"
You don't get a response. There has been no voiceover for this whole level.
That's not going to stop him from yelling it. Oh, and then the last thing I'll do is do my little second wind and try and get some precious hit points back.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
Okay.
Sorry, I just realised I was muted. Was it just Leah, Aigner, and Eridu that were coughed up?
Yeah.
No one else.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Maybe everything else would be too decomposed.
I know. I know what Drew's getting at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I suppose another body would have come out with it.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Alive?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
Definitely not alive. This is like in half. Looks like the acid has been like wearing away all of its skin, but you can tell that it's the Finnegan that ran down here.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Cool. There we go. Plot thread tied up.
Okay. It's gonna burrow. It burrows straight down. I am gonna give I'm gonna give all of you attacks of opportunity.
Yeah,
you've
come on.
buzzed
This is the time for me to roll the
Do-do-do-do-do.
big one. Oh, I need to roll the big one. It's not the big one, but I think it'll do. So that's gonna be 24 to its AC.
Yep.
Oh my god. A paltry, how much? 5 damage? No, it's 6 damage. Sorry. Paltry 6 damage.
Okay.
But I stop it from moving if I hit it.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I've got the sentinel feat, so I don't know, that would be like, usually it's like I stab it or something, or I don't know, it's like...
Ooh.
Maybe stun it a little bit so it just kind of falters.
Yeah.
Or something.
Something that makes sense.
This is going to be a weird one even for me, and it's probably not going to work. But I took the Warcaster feat, so as a reaction, when I get given an attack of opportunity, I can in fact just cast
a
a
cantrip?
spell. It's not a cantrip, a spell. So long as it targets only one creature. I'll just double check.
Feet to be able to cast it there.
You can use your action to make an opportunity to cast a spell that has a casting time of 1 action and targets only that creature. Yeah.
But yeah, so how does that work in terms of being polymorph though?
I'm still a T-Rex, aren't I?
That's why I was thinking, like, do you need to talk? Can you cast spells when you polymorph?
I can't cast spells when I'm polymorph.
I mean,
Damn.
just
But you
doing
can attack.
doing a T-Rex bite seems just fine.
Yeah, but my plan was to cast polymorph on this thing.
Oh, okay.
Turn it into a little bunny. But yeah, all right. Let's T-Rex bite this thing. Everybody get up, get on the floor. Everybody do the dinosaur.
Yeah, I love that song.
23. Sweet. Do I roll the damage or take the average that's in the thing?
Roll it.
Yeah, I want to roll it.
And I gotta look up this T-Rex stat block. I'm stoked.
Oh, it is 4d12 damage.
Whoa.
4d12 plus 7.
Wow.
It's not looking good for this snake. It's no.
Ooh, an 8, an 8, a 9, and a 6. That's a 15 and a 16. So that's 31 plus 7, 38.
Oh my goodness gracious. That is so sick. Dude, that is the sickest thing that Halifax has ever done, maybe. Oh
Yep.
my goodness.
Do you know what? That's enough. It is actually enough. Do you want to describe how Rex takes down this giant snake?
So as Agner and Leah are slashing away at this thing, I'll just stomp 2 steps towards it, lunge forward, grab a hold of the nape of its neck, tear backwards, and just throw my head back, throwing the chunk of whatever I took into the air. You've seen the ending of Jurassic Park?
Yes.
Yeah, and just that
Yes.
chunk floats down behind me as I roar triumphantly.
Alright.
Okay.
The all illusions drop. You're all now stood in this giant empty cavern. There's the 4 of you plus the body of this dead Finnegan that's all like worn away. You're still about 100 feet away from the door. You've not really moved anywhere closer towards it.
And this is the door with the writing over it.
Yes, so there's the writing and the door is filled with flame.
Okay, so I'm gonna unpolymorph myself, transform back into Banner. I mean, Halifax. And the writing above that door says, like, don't come in if you're made of fire or something. What was it again?
Essentially. It says,
Only those not born of fire or something?
It says, "Be you not born from the flame."
Be you not born from the flame. Is there like a cultural index that I can check against to just be like, is it basically saying don't be a demon, or is it being like don't be elementally aligned, or like don't be like part of Flame Guild, which is the guild of interior decorators that really marked off Finnegan one time?
Mhm.
Or don't be warm-blooded, because that would really suck.
Make me a religion or history.
The D20 was a 17. Let's have a look. I'm leaning history.
Smart boy.
+9, which is 26. What was the other one? Religion?
Yeah, religion or history, whichever.
Oh, I only get a +5 with religion, but I decided history anyway. So yeah, 26.
Okay, so you are aware that the ASMR, like long, long ago in history, in your history, had a big rivalry with the tieflings, and they saw them as like inferior and more on the demonic side, and there was a big issue between them in the past. A great war between them, long, like billions of years ago. Maybe not billions, but long time. So that's kind of what comes to mind when you see like, well, it kind of, as an ASMR, it's almost like it's been not quite taught to you, but it's like like a thing there in your head that like you would associate that with tieflings and maybe demonic, like bloodlines and demons and stuff, like
Okay.
as a cultural thing for you.
No one here is secretly a demon, are they?
Halifax, I'm not even gonna dignify that with a response. And
Very good.
And Egner at this moment is like taking off parts of his armor and just like giving them a little shake, trying to get all the disgusting, like grimy, like
Wow, we are all so
everything off
gross.
of it. We're so gross, and Egner can't be convinced to like go anywhere or do anything right now. Like he just needs to decompress after that fight.
I am going to turn my hand into like a hairdryer type thing and just cast prestidigitation to like blow all the acid off people. Use my hand as like
Oh,
the source of it.
nice.
That's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. Wow.
Halifax's car wash.
Thank you, Halifax. Unexpected.
Unexpected. I feel very clean right now. That's nice. That's nice.
The thing that we just destroyed. I apologize, Eridu. I know you were partway through conversing with it, but my natural instincts kicked in. Is this truly the Dahaka?
I'll go ahead and speak for him really quick.
Yeah.
That is what it told me.
It's a good area to be.
I'm doing the best I can.
Yeah,
It's good. No, it's good. Yeah.
I liked it.
Once, long ago, it took that form.
It said recently.
Or recently.
Yeah.
Once recently, it took that form.
And you say it's been here for a while, though, Eridu. Very interesting. Very interesting. It being here would have created some sort of natural ecological mechanism. It's had things to eat for some time. This suggests that there's going to be a vacuum here. It would be wise for us to leave fairly soon. Whatever it's been eating in the time that it's been here, probably going to start bubbling to the surface. Get out of the way.
Okay, well, this is Agner, obviously. Well, I imagine it's not going to be bubbling to the surface in the very, very near future. Look, I just need to
True.
stop for a second and eat some beef jerky or something. Feeling extremely drained right now.
Indeed, indeed. I'll arrange bits of jerky into a shawarma for you.
All right. What Ignar is implying is
So we
to,
need a short rest.
yeah, at least a short rest. You know,
Mhm.
like it. Long rest would be ideal, but I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
feel that out maybe.
During the rest, I am going to muse with Eridu, in earshot of everyone else as well. That with the dead Finnegan being here, that suggests that that dead Finnegan was probably telling the truth. Because he just ran into the jaws of this thing, not really aware of it. The fact that he's there at all means that he didn't run down here and create this snake as an illusion. Unless he's being really detailed with his illusion and is still maintaining it to this moment and created an illusory version of him and the snake. But that way, madness lies.
I think we can, at this point, assume that Finnegan's power does not extend to this area.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
So the dead Finnegan, Dedigan,
The dead again.
is yeah. He's basically our proof that the Finnegan that sent us here was telling the truth about the Dahaka, that the Dahaka was a thing. We've defeated the Dahaka, maybe not totally destroyed it. It's a very ancient being. Might have some regenerative properties that we don't know about. Might be worth coming back in a little while with a team of alchemists and things and harvest its body for all research purposes. However, yeah, when we get back, we know that the Finnegan that sent us here captured other Finnegans. Right? That was what this Finnegan was saying.
Yeah.
We know we're dealing with a nutter.
Well, yeah, that goes without saying. He's yeah, he's rather messed up in the head to
Yeah.
to witness what we've witnessed down here, and to know that he's behind all that. Yeah, I don't even know what to say or what to think about Finnegan anymore.
Before it was all like, it was stuff that could be explained away. It's stuff that like, oh, he's just eccentric or didn't think about it or anything. We now have evidence that he is being malicious and coordinated with this. So that does change things for Halifax, having the evidence there.
Pretty damning.
When we go through that portal, if it takes us back to Finnegan, with the ostentation above it, I assume it does. Are we just going to go in and, like, deal with him?
Huh.
I don't know.
I'll leave that up to you. You know him.
I mean, I hardly know him. First of all, but second of all, if he's powerful enough to be able to have put all of this together, I don't know if we really have the option to just take him out. We could try. I'd rather try and reason with him first, try and get some more information out of him, and really figure out why the hell he sent us down here anyways.
Well, I suppose we would find out that if we kept going, since this temple thing he was talking about presumably lies ahead.
I'm also going to be spending this hour, if it is just a short rest, almost like fawning over Eridu, giving him a big hug, because thank gods he's alive.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
honestly thought he was done for once he first got swallowed.
And Leah's spending this entire time just carefully looking at everyone and paying attention to how they're talking to her. Like, okay, they seem normal. No one's saying Mistress Leodin or Sister Leah.
Uh-huh.
She's not saying any of that out loud, though.
See, at this point, I do kind of want to be a bit of a shit stirrer and just have Halifax be really formal just for a moment and just be like, "Oh, Mistress Leodin, would you care to weigh in on this topic?"
Uh-huh.
Don't freak her out. Don't do that.
No, I'll leave it.
So, you really quickly, you all already did it for Egner, but you all should do the short rest button on the character
yeah.
sheet
I forgot.
and spend those hit dice and recover those hit points.
I was at 16.
Yeah, we did. We gotta.
I've only got
change
6
that.
hit dice left, so hold on.
Took a short rest upstairs as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. We've been
Better
having.
hope there's no more. Better hope there's no more. Fights or bosses down here. Then
Yeah, seriously. I got one first level spell slot that's gonna make all the difference, guys. It's gonna make all the difference. You know what I do have though? I was maybe trying to use this in the snake battle, but I didn't really find a good opportunity or reason to. But I've still got Talon's Blade, the ability to cast Hallow off of Talon's Blade, and I think maybe that could come in handy. So, just throwing that out there.
Yeah. I'm gonna do my short rest arcane recovery thing.
Oh, yes.
I've not done, so I can spend
Do
this
that.
to a combined level of 6. And none of the spell slots can be 6 level or higher.
Yeah. Arcane recovery is such a big deal. It's such a big deal. That's why
Okay, well,
wizards are the best.
yeah. Let's recover a 4th and a 2nd. That's what I'll do.
Word. Yeah, none of us can really access Eridu's character sheet, but let's just assume that maybe he spent some hit dice and he's got a few more hit points or something. It's just
That'll be fine.
Is he just like
Alright.
T-posing behind us with AFK above his head?
Yeah. Okay. So after your short rest, what do you do?
Well, so just Egner will ask for a complete description of the room from the other people. It's essentially just a big cavern with the one flamey door.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess we got to go through the flamey door. Egner will volunteer to try and be the first one to go through.
Okay.
I'll
Step in.
go after him.
Okay.
Well, wait and see what happens to me first, Illivax.
Looks like he's been flayed alive. Me next.
All right. You step up to the door. You can feel the heat coming off of these flames, and sticking an arm through it.
Yeah, I'll go with the hand, my non-sword hand. I'll
Okay.
do left hand.
You feel heat starting to burn up your arm, and you'll take. Oh, okay. You'll take 1 point of fire damage,
Okay.
and you feel like you can walk through.
Oh. Alright. So you just got to take a little bit of heat, but you can get through. Okay. So I will say over my shoulder, it hurts, but I think this will work. And then he'll go full on in there. But also fully ready to jump backward if it gets worse. You know?
It doesn't get worse. So you step through and you come out on the other side.
Alright.
Halifax?
Seeing him go all the way through, I will follow full body straight away.
Okay. You feel the heat and the flames wash over you, but you take no damage and pass through fine. Who should we say Leiden goes next?
Yeah, I'll go
bring
for
Eridu at the back. All the way along. Okay. So you take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay.
And I'll just write down what Eridu takes. So, you come out into another room. As you step through the door, you move from what was the cavern into a marbled stone room. In this room, there are ancient artworks hung up across the walls. And as you kind of look over them, you can see that it depicts ASMR on every single one with huge radiant wings. And they seem to be healing people, like humanoids. All of them you can see they are humans or elves. And there's like flashes of light kind of depicted around their hands. There are huge statues of what you can tell ASMR carved out of marble. They have very well defined like muscles and sharp features. You see another door across the other side of the room. And this one is filled with white flames. And above the door is more celestial text. So presumably Halifax.
Yeah, I'll be an active translator.
Says, "Be you the light in the darkest times."
I would assume that means only Azamar can go past that door. That's my assumption.
Possibly.
Egner will still volunteer to go through
it. Before he does so, I'll put my hand on his shoulder thoughtfully. Just think for a moment. And then I will touch Talon's blade and cast light upon it.
Oh. Cool. All right. Egner won't notice anything that he'll say like,
yep.
all right.
Yeah, so I'll basically just hold your shoulder, then after about 10 seconds, just sort of tap your shoulder, then, yep. That's been enough time.
Before Egner actually does anything, though, he's going to do a perception check and just try and hear, like, he's kind of, like, trying to, well, first of all, he's kind of, like, trying to hear if there's anything in this room that's dangerous, but then he's also going to try and hear past this white flame thing and get a sense of what is on the other side of that. Okay, so since it's based on hearing, I have advantage, and it's going to be a natural 20 plus 7 is 27.
Okay. All you hear is the crackling of flame.
Okay.
You get the impression like you can't hear past this. It's almost like it's blotting sound out.
Interesting.
But yeah.
Well, Egner will say, "It seems safe." Yeah. And then he'll do the same procedure where he reaches out with his non-sword hand, his left hand, and he tries to put the hand through, and if that works, then he'll go on.
You feel no resistance as you walk through. And you come out the other side unharmed.
Cool. It's all good, everyone. It's all good.
And we hear him.
Oh, we don't hear him on the other side. It blocks. It seems to just like deaden sound.
So, but we can see him?
Nope, you can't see through it either. But you see him disappear through it.
Without looking pained.
Yeah, he
Huh.
doesn't like through it. But
Okay. Bye, Igna. We off? Yeah.
Agnar's got it. Don't worry. It's all good.
Yeah. He'll catch up with us at the pub. Yeah. No, yeah, following him through. I'll cast just in case. I'll. It's not 3 instances of light that I can cast. It's only 1, isn't it? Only 1 can be active. 1 reserved.
I thought you could do multiples like that with light, but maybe not.
I will just double check because if I can, great. If not, I probably know that. LMNOP. There we go. That's how the not internet alphabet. I swear, brain words they do things.
Says the spell ends if you cast it again.
Yep.
So, but I mean that's fine. Whatever.
So yeah, I will now cast light on something of Leah's.
Or whatever.
Yeah, staff, and then I'll walk through myself without something lit up. I'll just assume that I'm enough of a light.
Oh, did you want to do it for Eridu first before you go?
You have to go last.
I will go last. Yes, I will do something on Leah, and then Leah, gone.
All right, she's looking very trepidatious because she does not believe that she is a light in the darkness or whatever that turn of phrase is. But she will try. She will put her hand through very tentatively.
you pass through with no resistance or harm. And you're
Okay.
on the other side.
Eridu, similarly, I'll cast a light on his fists. Why not?
Same thing happens. Eridu comes out on the other side next to you two.
Okay. And yeah, doubling down on that theory, I will not cast light on myself and just assume I'm enough. I will not cast.
Oh no.
You're gonna need to make a dex save.
Wow.
At least now we know. That was a 4 on the D20. I get a +3 to dex saves. That's a 7. I think that's the second 7 I've rolled for some kind of save.
That's what you get for your hubris. I'm
Yep.
enough. I'm enough.
Okay, you take. Although it's actually not too bad for you. You take 20 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
But you're an ASMR, so you should be fine.
Uh-huh.
Isn't it, I think.
I'm resistant.
But you are thrown backwards across the room, away
Oh.
from the door, and land on your butt.
And so I'm still on the side that we all came from.
Yeah.
I shall pick myself up, dust myself down, just like.
No one saw this. Fine.
No one will know.
Also, I'm still cool.
Yeah.
I'm going to approach the portal. I'm going to say a few curse words in Celestial, and then just grab my quarterstaff, shake it at the portal, and then cast light on the tip of it. And then again, give it another sarcastic look and walk through the portal.
Pass through. Fine. Okay. As you step through, you all see that this room is similar. It's made of marble. It has the statues. They're all sort of circular shaped rooms, and it's literally like one door in, one door out, and paintings all around the walls. This one shows a slightly different picture to the one on the other side. This shows a war. It shows a war between ASMR and Tieflings. There are images of great fires, blood being spilt. The tieflings are drawn like demons with exaggerated features, whereas the ASMR are like pictured as like the heroes. They're saving other humanoids from the demons. You can see ASMR's tearing off tiefling horns, like decapitating them. It's an intense intense artwork. And you can see on the other side of the door, there is another archway with more white flames in it. Across the top of this one, it reads Master of the Weapons of the Weapon of the Gods. In the center of the room, there is a huge two-handed mace, and next to it is what looks like a pressure pad.
So like one of those.
Oh, it's like a carnival game. All right.
And that's what's in the room.
Wow.
Igna, there appears to be some sort of test of might.
I'm on it.
Hmm.
Just show me what I got to do.
I shall guide his hands to the shaft of the hammer and get him to hoist it. Let's see if you can hit the right buttons.
All right. Well,
So
what happens?
this is gonna be a strength check.
Okay. All right. Would we consider this weapon of the gods to be a martial weapon? Would I be able to claim proficiency?
Yes, you will get
Excellent.
proficiency on this.
Excellent. I will ask Halifax what I have to hit with it. Yeah.
I'll first point out the button and then there's a pressure pad of some kind on the floor.
Oh, I see. Oh, this.
Oh, that's kind of the problem, isn't
Oh, well, it is. I understand, Halifax. And it's a curious feeling. I feel like I've done this once before, maybe at some fair as a small child or something. I get some sort of feeling. How does the mace feel in his hands? Is it like overly heavy? Is it?
Yes, it's heavy. This feels like your friends would perhaps struggle more with it. Your strength is probably what's helping you out here.
All right. Well, Egner will be trying to act a big tough guy, as he likes to do, and he'll give it a little hoist and see what happens. That fell off the table. Oh, it's a 19, baby. Oh, that makes it 26 with the proficiency and the strength and all that.
You swing the mace down onto this pressure pad, and the others see white light leading out from where the pressure pad is along two like reservoirs and then up around the archway. And they meet in the middle, and the flames turn blue. What do you do?
And they stay that way?
Yeah, they're still blue.
What happened? What did I do good?
I think so. I think you did something.
Excellent.
Blue.
All right. Well, let's try and keep going, shall we? I mean, unless there's any more feats of strength that you need Egner to do.
Who's going first?
Oh, Egner's going first. He's feeling all cocky now.
Okay. Agnes steps through the flames. They turn white again.
Oh no.
Agnes on one side, and the three of you are still in the mace room.
Nice.
Well,
Eridu, would you like to try?
we definitely should not have let him go first.
Well, someone should have yelled at him.
Well, if we can get one other person through, they can try and send him back.
Eridu.
Eridu.
Does someone have Eridu's stats up? What's his?
I'll be able to pull them up here in just one hot second.
I have a -1 to my strength.
You know who also does? Eridu.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so with an 8 strength, can Eridu, like, pick it up?
He can. I'm gonna say that that you two are like helping him, so I'm gonna rule out the disadvantage.
Okay.
So he can roll flat.
Okay.
Halifax's strength is 14.
Ooh.
It might be. Yeah. Dost thou even hoist?
Okay. So you want to go in front of Eridu then?
Yeah. So I'm going to go in front of Eridu. I'm going to lift the hammer, and just for a moment while I'm picking it up, I'll just sort of like catch Eridu's eye, and then just be like, "It's no offense. I just want to save your muscles for when something bad."
I could also, if we wanted to, do a little guidance. It's not exciting, but I could do it.
Any bit helps.
Okay.
Yes. By all means, use your powers and abilities to help us.
So it's a 4.
Ooh. So, sorry, was it athletics that were?
Strength, just a strength check.
Oh, just strength is the ability. Well, I rolled a 10. I get a +2, +4 for guidance. That's 16 total.
So, I was gonna let you add your proficiency as well. What's your proficiency?
I'm not trained in athletics, so it doesn't.
It's just strength. I mean,
Yeah.
but you can add your proficiency.
Oh,
she's saying.
okay. My proficiency bonus is +4, so that would be 20. Dirty one.
Okay. The light fills us. Oh, lost all words now. The 2 tracks, and they go up around the door, and you watch as they start to make their way around the door, but suddenly they drop back down and straight back up through and blast through the mace. And Halifax takes when I find it. 17 points of radiant damage, but halved because you're an Isma. And the door stays white.
We definitely need to get Agner back over there.
If he notices that it's taking way too long for anyone to
Yeah.
come through, he might.
He might. If anything, he's just feeling a little squirrely about not being able to know what's happening in his new surroundings in this new room. He
You
might.
can do a perception check if you want.
Okay, I'll do a little hearing, smelling type perception check. There'll be a 19 total.
Okay. This room is just as silent as the other rooms have been. You can hear like the crackling of flames. There isn't any sense of anything living or unliving. There's nothing in there with you, like physically.
Okay.
You can tell that it's just you on your own in a room.
Agner will test out putting his left hand to the flames where he just came from.
You feel resistance. You feel like if you pushed, that it might hurt.
Okay, well then he'll just chill for a second.
Halifax, do you want to try again?
Yes.
I can keep doing guidance, right?
Please, yeah.
Yeah. That balanced it out, I guess. You get a 1.
I mean, less than balancing it out, because I rolled an 11, which is 1 better than we had, but you rolled 3 worse than we had, so that's a net -2 to what we had before.
Clearly it's all on me.
Yeah, so that's an 18.
So the same thing happens again. At this time, you take only 5 radiant damage.
Okay.
As it blasts back through the mace.
Man, Halifax might need to polymorph into something that has more strength.
Oh, I am a numpty. Yes, I should do that.
I'm sure you
Yeah,
can
let's.
turn into a big old alpha gorilla or something like that.
Yeah, in fact, I can turn into a giant ape.
Yes.
With a strength of 23.
That's dope.
Uh, and I will do that. It is huge in size. Is the room large enough to encompass me growing to like
Yeah.
15 feet tall?
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it sounded like a big one.
Sweet. So yes, I will tell Eridu and Leah what my plan is. I'm going to turn into a giant ape and smash this hammer on that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna give you advantage because at this point I'm gonna say that Eridu is like helping you, and then Leah can do guidance again if she wants.
Sure.
Cantrip.
Ooh, another 4.
Ooh. I rolled a 13 this time. Plus 4 for proficiency, plus 4 for the guidance. 8. So that
Plus
is
6.
21, plus 6 for the strength. That's 27.
Nice. The light meets in the middle and the flames go blue. They go blue on both sides, but Agner would notice no difference. The sounds change on
Nah.
or anything. So
I suggest we all go through at once.
Ooh.
Done. Yep. I'll follow you on that.
I mean, it would be easy for Halifax to stay back and
Yeah. I could just keep hammering it if this doesn't work. Yeah.
how are you doing this?
In fact, yeah, I don't want to risk losing concentration on my polymorph by getting blasted again. I'm going to let Leah go first.
Okay.
Okay, so just Leah, or are you trying?
No, we'll do one at a time if Halifax wants to stay behind.
Yeah.
Okay. So Leah walks through, ends up on the other side with Agner. Halifax, do you want to try again?
Yep.
Go again?
it's about time that you came through.
I'm assuming with advantage because Eridu's still there helping me
Yes.
with the hammer.
Yeah, so you'll lose your guidance unless
Yeah.
Greg has it.
Yeah.
Okay. So that one was just a 10. But that'll be that'll just be a 20. 4 for strength.
Yeah, that's not enough. 11 points of radiant damage halved for you. As it passes back again.
So that's. I will go and try again.
Okay.
I tell Agner what happened and how we had to reset the thing and
Oh,
lost some strength there.
I really should have stayed back there then.
We didn't think of that. But Halifax is a gorilla now, so
What? He was a monster earlier too, wasn't he?
yeah. It's been a weird day.
It's been a strange day. Absolutely.
So I will go for hitting the plunger again. I've just rolled twice and got a 15. Why am I not able to add that up?
It should be plus 6 for your strength, makes it 21.
Yeah,
Plus
21.
plus the proficiency makes it 25.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is going on with my brain today?
We're all kind of tired, you know. I keep like stretching and doing the yawny thing, like
Yeah.
you know.
The flames go blue.
Yay!
Yes.
Eridu passes through.
Yeah, because he's gonna be
Yes.
screwed otherwise.
Yep. And then just
one.
me on me Todd for the last one. Okay. No advantage this time.
At least you got the resistance to radiant damage. That's super duper helping.
I rolled a 4. Plus 8 plus 6. 14.
No, unfortunately. So again, you take 10 points of radiant damage. But halved.
Oh, I'm feeling about a 29.
Keep going.
Trying again.
You need to get through. So
Oh no!
go
I got a
home.
natural 1.
Oh no! Oh.
Okay.
I'm gonna start like pacing like an actual gorilla.
Okay. Oh, I don't know. I don't know how to. Okay. The light blasts back at you. You take. Hello. It's only 9 points this time of radiant damage, so halved. However, it forces you to drop the mace. It's not really like. It's not that really happens. You pick it back up again.
It just makes him more frustrated.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, let's try again.
You got this.
Can gorillas rage or anything? If you could rage, you might be able to.
Ooh.
Feels like a raging animal. I don't know.
Yeah, it feels like that would be a thing.
I mean, it's got multi-attack and a fist attack, but it's pretty simple stat block, really.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And a rock. I can throw rocks. Sorry, that's a 14.
Plus 10. 24.
As it says, yeah, 24.
Not quite enough.
What?
Ooh.
Oh, wow. We're
Um,
going to be sitting here for a while if he needs to roll a 15, you know.
Yeah. What's the damage?
pull my headphones out. Right. Okay. So you take again. It's 9 damage halved.
Okay.
I'm just gonna give you advantage on this next one. You just
He's pissed enough now.
yeah.
The
I'm gonna give you, like,
super,
rage advantage.
super.
Good, because I just rolled a 1 again.
Oh, Halifax. You're
I rolled a
pulling
3 on the second one.
some weight. Oh. Ah!
I feel like Grey Fox in Metal Gear Solid, like, hurt me more!
Okay, this one's only 4 points of radiant damage, so.
Okay. I can take it. Okay, and... Do I get advantage on this one?
Yes, yeah. Just get 15.
That was a 5.
Really?
18.
Hey!
Oh, I was so worried you were gonna end up like dying on the other side of the
Dude, that was a real possibility. I'm like looking at Halifax's health just chipping down and chipping down.
But you were sure you were going out of monkey health, weren't you? You should have been going out of monkey health, not.
Oh.
Yes, I should have.
We should have.
So put
Yes,
your
I
health
should
back
have.
on. Put the health. I don't know if you remember what you were on to start with, but I just put it back on before you went monkey. Estimate is fine.
Yeah, I think it was like 41 or something. I was on, so
I
like...
mean, you should have been whatever you healed up to during the rest.
Yeah. So yeah, like 41 or 51. It was one of those two.
Let's say 51. Let's say 51.
Let's say 101.
Why not? Okay, so Halifax eventually steps through the door beside everybody else. As a gorilla still.
Yeah. That's like, how many hit points does a giant gorilla have?
I have the stat block right here. You
157.
157, dude. So you could have actually been doing that quite a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
No.
after Halifax steps through, Egner will say, "Halifax, thanks for taking one for the team there. Are you still an ape?"
Yes.
No,
I'll just stare at Egner.
I was expecting like an in character like or something. Okay, that's good.
In this room, the first thing that you will probably notice is in the center of the room. There's a set of scales that seem to be made from like a golden light. They sit on like a level equal state. And on one of the trays, there's a pure white feather. On the walls of this room, there are more paintings. And this one shows an Ismar goddess bowing her head and having her wings removed. And it seems to be in like a respectful, almost like sacrificial manner, rather than like, being mutilated or something. And there's another white flame door across the room on the other side of the scales, and there is celestial text again across the top. Can Halifax read it as a girl?
I
believe so.
I mean, we kind of went with that ruling when he was a T-Rex. He just can't communicate it.
Yeah. Okay, he can read it. So it says, one who gives the greatest sacrifice above the door.
One who gives the greatest sacrifice. What does it say above the door previous to this one? You're muted.
The one who can wield the...
No idea how that happened. I didn't even touch it. It said, Master of the Weapon of the Gods.
Master of the Weapon of the Gods. Then the one who gives it. Okay, so Master of the Weapon of the Gods is not the one that went through the door. You just needed to master the Weapon of the Gods. So a sacrifice just needs to be made, the door to be opened, but it might be a continual sacrifice needing to be made.
Could be.
So, does anyone have a cat? Because they've got 9 lives, so we could just like.
Wow.
Not a serious suggestion.
Definitely
Ooh,
not.
polymorph. I mean, I could just I've not communicated this in common yet.
Right, you haven't even said what's over the door, right?
Yeah. So, instead, I'm going to go. So it's a set of scales with a feather on one side. Yeah, sort of Egyptian judgment style. So I'm going to wander over and full on Coco style, like gesture that I'm going to see if I can like grab someone's knife or sword off them.
What are you doing?
Who are you going for?
You know what? Agner's blind. He'll be easy pickings. I'll
easy pickings for sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna go for Talon's Blade.
All right. You gonna contest it, Agner?
Agner will be like too flummoxed. Like he'll definitely feel
Don't let him
and
take
hear.
it.
He'll definitely feel and hear the big grr, grr, grr of like Halifax coming over.
My hand's probably half the size of you.
Yeah, for sure. And he'll reach out and he'll grab it and he'll just like it's like he's pawing at his like whole side of his body, so he just won't know what's going on. And he'll be like, what? He'll be all confused and just say, what? And
Halifax, what are you doing?
I'm gonna grab that sword, go over towards the scales, and I don't know how this is gonna work exactly, but I think just like stab and collapse onto the scales or something. Or
wait, what?
No!
Like vivisect and blood onto this. I'm not sure how the sacrifice works, but if I've got the sword.
Oh my god.
Okay, just explain to me how far you go with this.
So, knowing that the polymorph will basically protect me to a certain degree.
Mm-hmm.
So long as I don't do 100 points worth of damage.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the act of stabbing myself in what would otherwise be like a vital area should pass the test. It probably won't, because it might be something to do with like intentions, and Halifax knows full well that this isn't going to be the end of Halifax. He's not intending it to be the end of Halifax. He's intending to game the system. So if it's like a psychic thing, like trying to work out if you're actually sacrificing, he will fail.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, go on.
Oh, I was just gonna make the clarification, like the polymorph thing is legit as far as like if his ape form drops to 0 hit points, it's not that Halifax is dead, he just reverts back to being regular Halifax.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do your motion and then you pause, like as if this is my sacrifice, judge me. And you suddenly feel a searing pain on your back along your shoulder blades. Leodin and Eridu would see that a bright light has started on Halifax's back. And Halifax, you can feel that it's where your wings would usually come out of if you were like unleashing, whatever you call it, I can't remember. And the others can see that there's now, when this light disappears, there's now huge scarring down the back of this ape, down its shoulder blades. It doesn't, like, you don't take damage, but it's painful, you know? It's not like reducing you to anything, but it hurts. What do you do? And nothing happens. The scale's like, well, actually, no. The scale, as this happens, the scale tips down on your side and lifting the feather up. And then when this burning and the pain has stopped, it levels itself back out to evens. And the flames stay the same.
Did it start out even? Like the
Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
so this one pure feather is balanced against nothing in the other scale, but it's perfectly balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Should we, if it's already, no, the flames would probably change color if it was just already balanced for us. Although I suppose someone could try and stick their finger in.
I mean, Agner will probably do that anyway. I mean, let's be honest.
Do you want to?
On the other side of the on the other side of the room, yeah. I mean, he'll do just like a little slow kind of thing with his left hand. See what happens.
You feel the resistance that you felt on the other door. When you
Yeah.
first got there.
Yeah, he'll say that. He'll say, no, I don't think there's any getting past this, the brute force way.
I will drop the polymorph at this point and just check my back, see if the scarring's still there.
The scarring is still there.
Knowing full well that I've used up my Radiant Soul ability, and so it couldn't activate anyway, I'm just going to like try and...
Trying to squeeze him out.
Yep. Okay. It's all right. I just get a little tired sometimes, and it'll come back. The door is saying that the one who gives the biggest sacrifice.
Says, what is it? One who gives the greatest sacrifice.
One who gives the greatest sacrifice. The murals depicting someone sacrificing their wings, something precious to another.
Do you know whom the murals are depicting?
Halifax, do a history check. Our religion, if you want a religion.
I mean, it's not terrible because I do get a +9 for history, but that would be a 13. That's Margaret from Chip Job. 13.
You can tell that this is one of the kind of like more minor gods of the Isma, called Fania. And what you know of her is, when I find it, she's said to have sacrificed herself to protect the world against a great evil in the beginning days, long before humans existed. She fought an evil demon and in the end, she was ran through by the demon's blade, but with her dying energy, she was able to deal a killing blow to the demon and thus saved the planet. That's what they say about her.
Pretty big shoes to fill.
Yeah. So is this display piety towards the one who made the biggest sacrifice to get through the door, or to duplicate that sacrifice in some way, or to show that you recognize the legends of it by somehow reenacting some other aspect of her life that's related to the fact that she is the one who made the biggest sacrifice, or something? Like, do we need to balance that against like a turkey club sandwich with her order? There's so many different ways this could go.
Certainly.
I'm gonna try and shift the feather.
Interesting.
Okay. Are you trying to move it around on it, or are you trying to take it?
I'm going to lift it straight up off the scale, but keep it like in my hand above the scale, ready to drop back down again, like just in case.
So you're not trying to take it away from the scale?
No, I'm not pulling it away. Just
Right.
lifting it up and seeing if the scale moves.
Okay. Actually, going from what I've put, your hand passes straight through the feather, and as it does so, the skin on your hand starts to burn and turns black.
Whoa.
Hmm.
Whoa. Okay.
I take it the blackening remains when I pull my hand away again.
Yeah.
Aha. Don't do that.
Halifax getting just a little bit disfigured and the like. Alright, Egnar's gonna step forward, presumably having taken Talon's blade back from Halifax now that he's not a giant ape. And he's gonna say, "Look, if there's anyone that knows something about sacrifice, it's your good old buddy, old pal Egnar. Put my ass on the line for you guys all the time. Yeah, let me try this." And he's just gonna do this simple little thing where he takes his hand over Talon's blade and just goes shh, like a little bit, gets a nice gash, kind of cut on the palm of his hand, and he's going to put his hand over the other side of the scale and squeeze out some blood onto it.
You do so, and the scales start to move, and it tips downwards, and you feel a searing, burning pain across your shoulder blades.
What the hell is this?
And then it goes back to even.
I would like to go up to the door and try and go through.
We did do that with Egnar, and he.
Well, that was
Made this-
before I got the searing pain on my back.
Oh, I see.
Might be the transformation that you need in order to go through.
Basically, I think that there's a bouncer at this door, and he wants to see if you've got those skanky angel wing tattoos that everyone keeps getting. If you do, you get into the VIP area.
You're gonna try and step through the door.
Yep.
You start to push your way through, and get a very similar feeling to another feeling you had back in the mace room, and you take 13 points of radiant damage and are thrown 30 feet back across the room.
Oof. Not the right angle there. Not quite the right angle.
You start to think that maybe the searing pain and the scarring and stuff is perhaps more of a punishment rather than a...
Really?
You don't say. Well,
You know, Igna, I'm feeling rather disincentivized from the actions that I'm performing.
you know, I can't help but to agree with you. To agree with you. Oh gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh.
Well, Egner, feeling dispirited, will sit down and pull out his pack and just start rifling through it, trying to find more beef jerky that he stashed away. And he's going to say, well, I don't know about the rest of you, but maybe we just need to sit and think about it for a while, and I could stand to eat some more beef jerky and, I don't know, maybe massage my own shoulder blades or something like that.
Well, if only Ellie was there.
Like,
I'll rip that.
Oh, I got you. Don't worry.
Right there.
Yeah. And Egner will say, it seems like the series of rooms that we're going through, not only are they completely empty and devoid of anything that seems dangerous, but it seems that it would be very difficult for anything that was trying to chase us to be able to make it through. I propose that we relax and rest for a longer amount of time and just try and think about what great sacrifice we can make to appease this whole thing right here. Because we don't want to just fool around and do a trial and error kind of situation here. We really have to think hard about
That is very, very true. We do need to consider all the angles here. Although, we could just quite rashly sacrifice Eridu. I don't think Eridu will say anything in protest. You can say anything, Eridu? No? Excellent. Let's just lay him down.
It is the Temple of Eridoom, after all.
Yeah.
You're going to just, like, pull out his heart. Is still
Kalima.
beating. Kalima!
I realize this conversation is not actually happening.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I will, however, while we start this journey towards a long rest, start talking with Eridu about what he experienced to compare his experience with my experience. Mostly because I want to see if Eridu experienced dying because of my choices. So it's going to start as a private conversation between Eridu and I, but it's a small room, so I'd imagine people could overhear.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That can be something we pick up next time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we should start with that conversation.
Yeah, it is 3 o'clock after all. Carrie, was there any little final bits that you wanted to leave?
No, just
Okay.
leave you guys thinking about how to get through this door.
Yep. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to think about how to get through this door, and we're also probably going to have an interesting group conversation talking about the hellish experiences that we all individually experienced and try and figure out how they were all different, try and figure out what's real, what's not. Does Eridu still hate Halifax? Probably. Probably. So anyways, thanks everybody for joining us. We appreciate you, as always. And please join us next week for another thrilling session of Volohin, Winds of War. Have a great day, y'all.
Bye.